Hey, hello Spurs fans, Paul the Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. Thought I'd do a little stream this afternoon on this day, on this wonderful day that Tottenham Hotspur said, Nicht, nein, Herr Kane, nicht verhalten, nicht verhalten. Yes, Harry Kane's staying. He's one of our own. Alistair Gold says, we now wait to see whether that truly was Bayern's final offer for Harry Kane. The striker has enjoyed the early weeks of the Ange Postecoglou era, and he's expecting to stay if nothing is agreed before Sunday's match in Brentford. How about that, folks? How about that? Oh, I can't wait. Anyway, enough of me. Oh, he's not there. He's not there. I do have someone lurking in the green room there, eating bowls of blue M&Ms. But he'll be back in a second and I'll get him on. Now, last word on Spurs are saying Bayern Munich are seriously considering improving their bid for Harry Kane. The latest offer was 100 million euros plus add-ons, but Tottenham Hotspur rejected it. They want a higher fixed amount. There's talk of 100 million pounds. Oh, to which some bonuses may also be added. And here he is, a man giving me a warm welcome there. I see in the green room. He's such a man of peace. Come over here if you think you're hard enough. It's Jacob from United Spurs of America. You flipped that one around quick, man. How you going?
Oh, what's going on, my favorite Australian?
Yeah. Oh, you got your studio all fired up. I'm honoured, man.
Hey, fired it up and everything. I was like, kind of feeling lazy. I was like, maybe I'll sit in the recliner and do this stream. And I said, you know what? No, I'm giving him the full fixing.
It's a different vibe, man.
Oh yeah, different gravy for sure.
I saw today that I'm catching you by about 3 subscribers a day. So in about 5 years, you're toast.
I would say you could cut that in half. You could do 2.5 years.
2.5.
Yeah, you could. I believe in you, Paul.
So how you feeling about the Harry Kane stuff now at the moment? It looks like we've told them to, nicht off.
Allegedly we turned down their 4th offer. Apparently we turned down an offer today. That's what people are saying. I don't know if it's true though, who knows how much is true what we read, but if that's the case, cool. The what I've always heard was you pay the money, you get the man. You don't pay the money, you don't get the man. And it's a very simple, easy rule to live by. And Levy's pretty hard stuck in his negotiating, so I would believe for sure that he's like, pay the money, you get the man. You don't pay the money.
He had important things to do in Miami. I mean, chilling out, I guess.
He does, there's a few routes. So once he landed in Miami, there's a few routes he could go. He could go north and go to his estate in Orlando. But I mean, to me, if I was flying to Miami, I'd fly Miami and then I'd fly to Orlando. So my thought here is he might have been going to the Bahamas to meet with Mr. Joe Lewis.
Is this,
I think Joe Lewis is
back. Is this tinfoil hat time?
Yeah.
We're going big. You're going deep already, man.
It's. I mean, it's all
Such
there.
a
The
word.
proof is in the pudding. Area 51. Where are the documents? I'm looking for them.
They had hand ID machines that were, only Bob Lazar couldn't have known that they had them unless he had actually worked there. And if he'd have worked there, why would anyone think he's a crazy person that's just full of shit?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's time to get
It's
aboard.
much more likely that there's aliens than Bob Lazar is just being crazy.
Well, I
It's
mean, think
so
about it
obvious.
now. Everyone, allegedly, every government has a little chunk of alien in their possession, is what I'm being told.
Oh, I got some comments, man. I forgot. Here we go. Hang on. Let's have a look at some of
Hang
these
on.
people. Hang on. Milton Nobrega. Can't wait to get my Spurs fix again, boys. Just finished work. Time for some cerveza. Cheers, man. Good on you,
Cerveza.
Milton.
Cerveza.
Yeah, well, you know, everyone smash a like and get a free beer. Well, you don't get free beers here, man. That's Jacob's hood. You just get my best wishes. If you get a put that on eBay. Uh, Memberships and super chats are available as well, folks. Uh, Tony Bones TFC, I think that's a new name for me. G'day, mate. Come on, you Spurs. That's it,
Come.
man. Come on, you Spurs.
Arr.
Uh, Harry Kane scored 4 goals for us. Fans meaning he's staying. Of course he's staying. He's staying. He's staying. We're going to have a great year. He's building his dream house in the UK. He's going nowhere. There we are. That's what I like to see. Levy was in Miami to see a Pitbull concert, Mr. Worldwide. Oh, yeah, he's so hip with it. Pitbull. Oh,
He's probably trying
God.
to see if he can get him to double feature. Maybe we do a Beyonce during the day, Pitbull at night, and then they do a collab song live on stage, a little Dale, and she's like, "Oh, all the single ladies, Dale." I mean, might be onto something, Daniel.
Or like a double header, like Tottenham v Luton, and then you hang around while they wheel the pitch away. And now, here's Pitbull.
That's the double feature we're missing, Paul. We need that
Yeah,
double feature.
Luton Town and Pitbull. Does Jacob not? Does Jacob not sleep? Says Edward Wyvos. What
Um,
time is it there for you, man? Now,
Almost 9:30 in the night, so it's not quite bedtime.
and what time are you getting? What time's the Barcelona game for you?
Let me see. I'm not actually sure. I think it's like, yeah, noon. Starts at noon for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's actually a
4 a
great, perfect time. Middle of the day.
4 a.m. here.
Jesus Christ. What are you going to do? Are you going to stay up or are you going to wake up early? You
I
kind of
don't
wake up
know.
early sometimes. I've seen you stream at like 5:30, 6 a.m. your
Yeah,
time.
I'll probably get up early. I think I can't see me lasting till 4 a.m. to be honest. So,
That feels harder, honestly. Now
yeah,
the
yeah,
older I get, if you'd have told me in my 20s, I'm staying up 100%. But now that I have a son who wears on me all day. I have a wife, no offense, who wears on me all day. And it's, you get tired. By the time the end of the day, shoot, you'd be lucky I stay up past midnight. So, yes, Edward, I do sleep. Actually, I fell asleep. I've been doing this thing, Paul, and I saw my grandpa do it when he was older. And he would just like, he would sit in the recliner and just pass out. He would just, real quick, just a fiver, a tenner. You know what I mean? And I used to tell my wife, I was like, I just need a teener in the middle of the day. That's a 15er. So let me just close my eyes for 15 minutes, a little recharge.
yeah.
And my wife, so, the part of the deal, how I get to stream every day now is I have my time to stream and then I allow my wife to have her time to do her shit. So for me, as soon as I took over my fatherly duties and she left to go she's studying for a test for her therapy license. And I'm sitting in the recliner with my son. Next thing I know, he's grabbing my eyes, trying to open them. Like, why are you asleep? I said, oh no. But it was just like a 5 minute, you know what I mean? But he was like, Dad, open my eyes a little bit. First, he was grabbing my nose. And so, like, that's what kind of woke me up. I was like, what was that? You know, I don't know. Has that ever happened to you? You just sit down for a second. Next thing you
Oh,
know,
I can
you're.
conk out. I can sleep. Just it's a superpower I've got.
I call them long blinks. That's what I.
Yeah.
It's not a nap. It's not a sleep. It's a long blink.
No, I go to bed and then 7 hours later I wake up. It's like, oh fuck, I'm still here. Oh well, another day. You know.
The worst feeling is whenever you like spring awake like that, and you're like, wait, how long was that? You know,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
So Harry Kane staying back to Tottenham, eh?
Oh yeah. My
Any
fault.
other bloody news? What's this what's this kid we're interested in? What's his name? There's a
Per
couple.
sure.
Yeah, him. I had that on my bookmark somewhere. Where is he? Here he is. Yeah, this
Per
dude.
sure.
Look at him.
Yeah, look at that guy.
Oh,
I like that his name. Wait, it's Pier sure. I don't know how you pronounce his name. This is one of those
pair,
guys. I don't know.
pair, pair of shoes.
Pair of shoes. Ooh.
He made 30 Serie A
Pershers.
appearances. Let me see. Let me see if I can work. Where's the mouse gone? Oh God, I've turned into my granddad. Where's the mouse, man?
Where's the mouse, man? Netherlands, 23 years old, 6'3", just a little bit shorter than me. He might end up being 6'4". If we got, I'm looking. He doesn't look half bad in the Serie A. Let's see how many. Just 1 year in the Serie A. I guess he was in the Eredivisie with Ajax for 5 years. Doesn't
What?
Yeah, looks like he was with Ajax. He did all right in these 5 years. He had a good couple of years and then kind of fell off. It looks like. Um,
Dude, can I like my mouse is completely screwed. Can I just reboot and can you just tap dance for 2 seconds while I switch off and on again?
um, yeah. If you want to hear real quick. Oh well, you can't. You don't have your mouse. I was gonna say, do you want to share this screen so I could talk about Pershers, Pershers, Pershers? But I guess you can't see that. So there he goes. Big up Wayne Bonner. I see Wayne Bonner in the chat. I can't pull up the chat. I don't have administrative control here, but big up Wayne Bonner in the house as well. Howdy all. Hope everyone's well. I'm well, Wayne. Big up yourself. Daniel Sandoval, morning. One love. Good morning, Daniel. It is evening for me, but good morning for you. Terry Wright is also in the house. Says big up, gents. Big up, Terry Wright. Where are you in that profile photo, Mr. Terry? Looks quite scenic. Looks kind of nice. How you doing, Paul? You got
I'm
a?
doing all right. I'm doing all right. I got my
Did you
mouse
find the
back.
cursor? Was it under the rug?
It's all good. Yeah, yeah. Let's have a look at this pair of shoes, bloke.
Pershers.
Uh, mm,
Pershers.
how's that?
Oh, look at that.
There we go. Look at that. Seamless, eh? Hey,
Perfect.
there we go. So I like this because oh yeah, he has got a higher score than Eric Dyer. So Eric Dyer is 6.86.
What is that? 6.87.
6.87, and
Just a,
the other metric I have, as I believe they call it, a metric is are they taller than me, which is 185, and he's 191, so he's taller than me, and he's better than Eric Dyer, so we should get him in, I reckon.
how tall are you? What is 185?
6'1".
Is that how tall you are, Paul?
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're going to be taller than me for some reason.
Ashley Phillips is taller than you, and the kid's 18, so I think you might like him.
Oh yeah, so that's not a bad heat map, is it?
No, very busy in the Serie A. So it looks like he got transferred from Ajax after 2 matches of the beginning of last season. So if you click on that, yeah, Serie A, and then down is Eredivisie, you'll see that last year he played 2 games. And then it looks
Oh,
like he got transferred over to Serie. So
what's
that's
this?
probably what. But if you think about it, the fact that he came in and after 2 matches, per sure became a starter, that's
Yeah,
pretty impressive. Because if you go back to his Serie A stats, it would show you that I think it was what 30 matches, 28 and 30 out of the matches started and played. Yeah,
Wow,
28
yeah.
and 30. So you know what that means is there was only two matches where he came in off as a sub, and the rest they were just like the next 28. They said you're a starter.
Wow,
Um,
23, good age.
yeah.
So do you see him as a backup for Romero or the main guy with Romero?
Um, it's interesting. It's interesting because if we're interested in him, I would imagine that he would be there to either challenge Romero. But then you got to imagine if we're getting Mickey Van de Veen, he's going to be our left-sided center back, potentially the left back if we're flexing him in different positions. And I think of the center back, I don't know. The thing is, you want to build a squad, right? You want to have depth at every position. So if Romero gets a red card, if Romero gets injured, which is very possible, he did spend time in both of his seasons missing some game time because of
Yep.
some nagging injuries. So that's natural. It's going to happen. And I think that for me, that I like it. He's not too old, not too young. Van de Veen's young, Phillips is young, but this guy can come in and also provide. I think all these things, these surrounding aspects, when you think about it, it's going to make Romero better. All of this is because in one, he's going to be like, "Hey, I'm the guy who's been here. I went through the trenches with Conte, and now we're all feel good vibes, Mr. Kangaroo time." At Tottenham Hotspur. Hey, I would love to jump into Kangaroo time, to be honest, but that's neither here nor there.
Hang on, I'll just have a quick check.
Oh, look, I found one, Paul.
No, I just thought I'd have a look. Oh,
Oh, I found one. Look
has
at
that still got the soul of your friend Mike in there, though?
this. Michael's here. Hello.
You've kept him in it. How
And
long are
then
you going to keep him in
here's the
there?
mama kangaroo. She got a little Conte.
Dude,
I want to
you've got to burn that, man.
I want to
We're not going to win anything until, so long as that survives in one piece, that doll, it's a cloud over us, man.
You
You've got to
think
do the
so?
right thing. Yeah, it's a
Should I
curse.
unfollow Antonio Conte on Instagram?
That would be it. Curse
Michael,
lifted.
Michael, Michael unfollowed Pochettino as soon as he got the Chelsea job. He unfollowed Pochettino and he unfollowed Conte as soon as he was sacked. I still follow Conte, but it's
Well,
like,
I've got some
hey,
more comments here.
you
Hang
do
on,
got
let
a
me
whole
get
bunch of
to you.
comments.
Yeah, I know. Daniel Sandoval, morning, one love. G'day, man. How you going? Terry Wright, big up, gents. Big up, Terry. I don't think Bayern is going to meet Levy's ransom. Kane is staying, in my humble opinion. I think you're right, man, and that's all the better for us.
Hey, in business and in ransoms, you have to pay the price, or else you
That's
don't
it.
get the screaming child or whatever's up for ransom, the bicycle or something.
Bicycle up for ransom.
Do people ransom bicycles, or did I just make that up? I've
Don't
got
call
your
the police. I've got your bike. I'll
which
send, I'll,
is it the
I'll send
Huffy?
you the bell as proof of me having it.
Send a letter with the cut out letters from a magazine. Is this your bike? And it's like a Polaroid of a bike.
Oh. Milton's asking, what shirt you wearing, Jacob?
This is a FC Dallas training shirt that I got whenever I worked there.
Right.
Yeah. One of my favorite shirts. I love this shirt.
Hey.
Adidas is
Big
way
up.
better than Nike when it comes to.
Oh, look, dude. This kit I'm wearing here. This is 1999
Look at that.
Adidas, and it's still
That looks nice.
perfect. It's
So I'm
perfect.
saying we need to go back to Adidas.
Ah, Nike is just lazy stuff, isn't it? It's like
It's
if you're
like they
going to
have
be,
a guy who's like, just put a couple different colors on that and do that. It's
yeah.
so. I
What are
don't
we going
like.
to do this year? A yellow hoop round the neck? Yeah, all right, love it.
What are we gonna do this time? Let's just put blue things around the sleeve and some farts on the white. Look like a
Bit of
tire run
flecking.
over it, some kind of
Yeah,
tire maybe. Just
it does look like it's been run over.
They-
That's what I
you know what
thought.
I
It's like,
think they did is now they use. Remember what was it? Our 2021 kit, the all white one. There was nothing. It was just white. I like that kit actually. I didn't get it, but I like that kit. It was when we had the Galaxy kit. Was our away kit.
oh
The
yeah,
that
yeah.
black Galaxy. I love that kit. I have it right here. It's up there as one of my favorites. It's far out. I don't know how you don't like it, man. It's groovy.
It's like
Um,
someone had a bag of candy and just bathed it up.
and melted it. Yeah, like put it in the
Oh,
bath and all the waters. Yeah, let me
it's
splash
like
around in that, Paul.
it's like sweet cold tea or whatever.
That was a personal story that I shared with you, Paul. The sweet tea story. If you tuned into the show last night on my channel, you did hear the sweet tea story. Maybe I won't put it
No,
out there. And the vibes are immaculate here.
it's not worth it for the meager audience I have. We've got 300 people in here, maybe.
Meager. Oh, not meager. I would say strong,
Strong,
beautiful,
flourishing,
exuberant.
the green shoots of recovery.
I don't know what that means.
It's what politicians say all the time when things are going shit. Oh, but we
Uh,
can see the green shoots of recovery. Yeah, I've got no job, arsehole. Jay Pearson, 568 says, looks like we're keeping
big up, Jay
Kane.
Pearson.
Hopefully he can be convinced by Jan, or do we sell him if he's not? I'll just keep him around. We're going to need him at the end of the season.
Well, the thing in
Don't,
January, it could get interesting. You know, the thing about the January aspect is people have always thrown out, well, in January, Bayern or whoever would come in and splash the cash for him, right? They can just
they can talk to him.
they can talk to him and make like a pre-contract agreement. So my thought is, either you sell him in the summer or you don't. But here's the caveat: what if Bayern Munich are in the Champions League, but they know that they can't really get through to the next round, and they really need that striker? Maybe then they pay the 90 million in January. Who knows?
Yeah, but we'll be going for 3 trophies, Jacob. So we're going to need him more than Bayern bleeding Munich.
Fair
Oh yeah.
enough. All right, fair enough. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think people realise how lucky we are to have Ange Postecoglou yet. He's so much better than he's even shown already. When this team isn't even ticking yet, and it's looking, so much more entertaining than last year. Just started.
completely completely different looking squad as compared to last year, honestly. And how quickly he was able to do that. I mean, even in the West Ham match, he had like 5 days to train
Yeah,
with the whole squad minus Sonny.
Sonny was already over it. Yeah.
Yeah, but he had like 5 days to do something with them, and he made them look completely different. And honestly, I love it. I'm all about it. I'm all in.
Da, da, da. Terry Wright says we've got to start getting some players out the damn door. Well, there's a few, allegedly, if you believe the Fleet Street meathead hacks, there's a few allegedly on the transfer list now. Jed Spence, what a fruitful relationship that was. Joe Rodon and Tanguy and Dombelli are all transfer listed, and we're also willing to listen to offers for Davison Sanchez and I think it's Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. So what do you reckon of that? Is that a good clear out? Is that a good start, Jacob?
I think so. I mean, this list of players on the short lit on the chopping block, let's say. Who, what, what official? Who said this? You know what I mean? It's
Let
just
me,
too. I
yeah,
ran with it on my stream that I did earlier today. Obviously, there's some speculatory news to speak about, as far as like who's leaked to come out as far as who they're looking to sell. Honestly, Paul, I take it all with a grain of salt. But if we do operate under the assumption that it's true,
yeah,
that list is not long enough.
no. Oh, You're just
Well,
getting
listen,
started. You're just getting warmed up with the meat cleaver.
the axe has been sharpened, my friend. It's time to hack it. It's
Who
time.
else?
The one and only.
The people's favourite, the people's champion, our lion, in
The
defence.
people's car crash. The people's
Future
traffic
captain.
jam. The
Future
people.
captain. Long-term servant of the club.
Long enough. He's drug us down long enough. He's stunken up the place long
You know,
enough.
it wasn't it.
Eric Dyer
Was
needs to be on that list.
it
Let's
was
be
so
honest.
nice. It was so nice him not even coming on the pitch against Shakhtar. You know, it's like
That was
no,
great.
you're so far down now.
And at halftime, they showed a shot of like in the tunnel, and he was walking with, I think like Harvey White, or not. He was walking with someone who was definitely not getting game time. So I was like, yeah, that's right. You know you ain't getting no game time. And it was great because he walked by and he like kind of touched Sonny and touched Ben Davies like, hey, yo, it's me.
Remember me?
Hey, as he walked by and they were just kind of like, yeah, get out of here.
Sonny, what? Sonny, what? Sonny, it's me.
Can I have your shirt? Can I have your shirt?
Sonny.
That man said that if anyone could play him in a movie, it would be Chris Hemsworth. That man thinks Chris Hemsworth would play him in a movie. If only he
That's what he said about himself.
Yes.
Oh no.
He said it the other day.
No. You can't do that. You can't. It's like, oh, he's going to play me. Oh, I reckon Brad Pitt. Yeah, Brad Pitt would be a good Hotspur hippie. Perfect. We're cut from the same block.
I'm going to be Antonio Banderas.
Oh, there you go.
Antonio Banderas as Jacob from United Spurs of America.
it's just, you can't do that, Eric.
George Clooney? Can I do George Clooney?
Oh, Chris Hemsworth. Oh, let's have a look more chats here. I can't. I just when I fucking couldn't.
He's closer to Toby Jones.
Hatred of Eric Dyer into my being. You tell me that. Oh yeah, Chris Hemsworth. Fuck.
Giga Chad. That's who's going to be mine.
Oh. Romero needs to earn his place. He's too complacent. Oh, he'll be right. I think good times are here to come with what's his name?
Time to unfollow Conte? Is that what Daniel said?
Yeah.
Is
Daniel
it time?
Sandoval. I only wear Adidas. Yep, Adidas is perfect, man. Vintage hippie, yeah, I love it. Yes, yeah, 1999. Darren Anderton wore a kit like this. Great player, Darren Anderton. Milton Nabrega, the black striped Spurs shirts my mates used to call it the seatbelt. Mates used to call it the seatbelt shirt. Excellent. Saw that analysis. The Van de Ven has a great attacking profile, but defensively not so good, and especially poor heading stats. Described as a perfect midfielder. Well, I throw that one to you. What's this? What's that? Someone.
Just keep watching.
Is that on the moon?
It's Antonio Conte. That's from his story. See, I still follow him on Instagram. Should I unfollow him?
It's over, man.
Here, look. Watch his story.
He's not coming back. No. We paid for that. Is that like his house or something?
Look at that.
Oh,
we paid for him to visit this island.
Nah, man. He's got to go. Come on.
Should I unfollow him?
Yeah, do it now. I'm here with you.
All right, as long as y'all hold me through this process.
Here we go.
All right, there's...
Right. Yeah. Is that it?
Yep.
It's all right.
He liked my comment on Instagram once, and ever since then, he's been my best friend.
the internet, man.
Here's my good friend who plays for FC Dallas with Lionel Messi, by the way.
All right.
They played each other last night. He told me he was going to 2-foot him, but he didn't.
Tony says we still need another centre back, but trust in Ange. Oh, Ange is the.
And Ange said in real quick, he did say in response to when they said he was asked about Mickey Van de Ven, he said that's not actually done yet, but even still, we will be looking to bring in more defenders at that.
Well,
So even if it is Mickey Van de Ven, he said it plural, so it's Mickey Van de Ven and someone else. And I think he has spoken and said, I need at least 2 center backs who can play in my style. Sorry, Paul.
He said at least one, and at least one is 2 or more. At least one is not 1 or more; it's 2 or more. So
but every time he's spoken about it, it's been plural. Yeah, it's defenders, multiples, and to me, that's.
I don't know. I don't think we're counting Ashley Phillips in that, are we? Or Clement Longley?
I don't. No, don't. You need to stop saying it because you're manifesting it, Paul. You know how it goes, manifesting things.
They're all going to get together. What? They're probably having dinner tonight before the game tomorrow. Daniel Levy and the Barcelona people, and so let's do a deal for Clement Longley. Come on. What will it take?
Isn't that the name of the trophy we're playing for tomorrow? The Clement Longley Cup.
Yeah, Coupe de Clement Longley.
I mean, technically, his nickname for me when we signed him, I always called him Clementine because I thought he was soft as a baby orange.
Oh.
Yeah, so I always called him Clementine. Never liked him.
No, he was slow, wasn't he?
The thing is, I had seen him for Barcelona. I hadn't seen him for Sevilla when he was apparently a good player. But apparently, all our players can go to Sevilla and be a good player. But when they play anywhere else, they're not good. But yeah, I saw him at Barcelona a few times, and I was just like, he never stood out to me. He never looked like a guy I would want at my club.
No.
Usually you see a defender and you're like, oh, that's a hard bastard. I want that dude in my back line.
Well, you know straight away, don't you?
Yeah.
Like I think
it's like Mickey Van de Ven. I saw him one time. So last season, I made a concerted effort to try and follow at least one other club from every league so I could be exposed to multiple things other than just the Premier League that I would just suck it up like it was some milk in the laundry room. And here's the thing. So I watched Bayern Leverkusen, and when they played Wolfsburg early on in the season, Mickey Van de Ven stood out to me. And this was his first full season in the Bundesliga, but I didn't know this. I was just like, who's that tall, blonde bastard? He's fast as hell, and he's big. And so I looked into him, and I followed him for the whole season. And then in January, if you go back on my I'm not saying to go back on my channel and look at you can take my word for it, or if you don't believe me, then go back on my channel and look at it. But in January, I was saying we need to go get this guy Mickey Van de Ven from Wolfsburg, and at the time I bet we could have got him for like 10 million.
I'm going to go through every inch of your videos on your channel, and if I don't find you saying
Mickey
that,
Van de Ven, yeah.
I'm going to expose you for the fraud you are.
Ooh, expose. Show me the evidence, man.
That's it.
Show me the evidence.
I've got a warrant. Open up.
Show me the data exchanges. It'll tell the story. We need to see the exchange between Jacob and friends.
I've got a habeas corpus delicti summons. I've gone through every inch.
I'm in here.
We know you're in there, Jacob. No one wants to buy them. No one wants to buy them. Our players, no. Dyer and Davies out, says Terry Wright. God, we've been saying that for years, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Jay Pearson, Dyer by name, Dyer by nature. Get him out.
Yeah, I've always said you can't spell Dyer without die.
Or
Or ew.
Oh,
Jacob would be Oliver Twist.
Okay, here we go. Jacob would be Oliver Twist, please, sir. Can I have some more? Dance, bitch. Come on, do it.
Okay.
Come on.
Please, sir, can I have some more? More?
That's it.
There you go.
Be a big
Paying my
fucking
dues.
sellout.
You made me do it.
Archimedes, yeah, I reckon Ashley Phillips is one. Don't.
No, but Ashley Phillips was already done, announced. He was with us. It was already official. And Van de Veen was
Ah,
not official. And at the juncture of one already being official, Van
right.
de
Yeah,
Veen
yeah.
not being official, he said there's going to be multiples at that juncture.
He
It was
said that
after the game.
after.
And Ashley
That's
Phillips was
right.
already ours at the time of the game. And it was after the game in which he said, so I don't think Ashley Phillips counts. I'm hoping
Yeah, I
not.
think you got a point there. I
I
didn't
hope not,
realise.
Archimedes, you Greek god.
Maybe we should pay the airfare for Long Lane to go to Saudi. Yeah, well, he's had offers
Apparently they
from.
wanted him. Yeah.
He wants to continue playing in Europe. Playing.
He wants to continue getting paid big bucks in Europe. That's what he.
Just sitting on his ass.
To be fair, he
Daniel,
was one of our better center backs last season. Sadly, I mean that's not saying much when we conceded 63 goals, but
yeah. Well, who'd have thought that our 50-year-old goalkeeper we got on a free would turn out to be the season's best signing after last summer, you know? Someone's granddad. It's like, oh, he's so much better than Hugo.
I mean, I love Fraser Forster. He was there
He's
for us
like
when we
Ron
needed him.
Perlman.
He was
Ron
there when we needed
Perlman.
him. Yeah.
Ron Perlman should play him in a movie.
All right, guys. The boy's got that fucking huge chin. You know what I'm talking about?
He's like
I'm
Thanos.
Ron
Oh,
Perlman.
yeah.
Hellboy. I love it. Sons of
Hellboy. Yeah.
Anarchy. Those are a couple classics. I mean, anytime you see him, you can't help but think this is a man. This is a grown man in front of me.
Blade 2.
Blade 2. That's a good shout too. Yeah, he was in Blade 2. I love
He just,
Blade.
he just cracks walnuts, just chomps down on them.
Yeah, he's got that face of like his face looks like it was carved from a rock. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're just
He
like,
like
here's
he
an eye
stayed,
hole. They took a rock. Here's an eye hole. Here's an eye hole and a nose. There you go.
and
Oh,
he
and
like
here's a.
sta he stayed the same age for 50 years as well.
He's always been old looking, even when he was young. He just has that old man vibe.
Imagine that coming out as a baby with like
I'm Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman's head on it already there. It's like, fuck.
He's got a severe underbite. I've always wanted a chin like that. That's a powerful
Oh.
chin.
Tony Bones, THFC, says this week is going to be a super busy. Big Ange has now decided who to keep. Those found wanting will be shown the door. And I don't think Ange gives a fuck, man. I don't think Ange is. He's like he gave a hint in one of his answers about outgoings from the club, and he said something like, "Oh, that's not up to me," or "It's not my concern," or something like that. He's just going to pick his squad and let someone else worry about all that shit. Fuck it.
I kind of feel like this could be true though. I mean, if you think about it, he came in with an open mind about everybody, and that what you're saying. I feel like he came in with that, and now he's
Yeah.
like whittling it down. I mean, numerically, he has to. Like, we
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
go into the season with all the players that we have, so some's gonna have to happen. Whether it's us living up to what we actually said we would do and then ripping up contracts. I haven't seen any contracts ripped up yet, but maybe when we get to the point where we have to submit our official roster and our official numbers, then we might
Why
see
is
some
that,
contracts. I'll Google it. I have no idea.
I mean, you must be able to change it though, because the transfer window is still open, so there must be some wiggle room on it.
Yeah, I mean, we play 3 matches before the window closes.
Crazy, isn't it? While Jacob is doing research, memberships and super chats are available if you want to support the channel. Cheers, folks.
The official Premier League rule states that each league club must submit a squad list that contains the names of every player eligible to play for the club that season. The list is submitted at the end of each transfer window, with each club being allowed up to 25 players.
Wow. Wow.
I think
Well,
we're at 36 right now.
36, yeah. So that's 11. And if we buy anyone, that's, 12 players, a dozen, a dirty dozen. It's
Dirty
about that
bastards.
last year, wouldn't it? Because they cocked up. They forgot how many people we could loan out to Europe.
And
I
I
mean,
loved it. Ripped up Doherty's contract. I've been waiting for that since we signed him. I loved it.
but it was an
And guess
it was
what?
it
Guess
was an
what? He wound up back at Wolves, where he belongs. Have a good time. Be an average player on an average team. Good luck to you. He never should have came here. That was a mistake. I remember so upset he got the number 2. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
But it was
Very
quite funny that
upsetting.
it was quite funny that it was just a cock up, a complete accident that led to us ripping up his contract.
Should have been
Someone,
Dyer. Either way, it should have been. I mean, Doherty
oh,
was not good at all, but it should have been Dyer. Let's be honest.
Jacob will be hiding with Paratici on the phone in a toilet block. Yeah, that's it. He's still there, man. He's still under guard, Paratici somewhere.
Can't wait for them to drop a video. Paratici gives us an update about the transfer window thus far. He'd probably say, "How you like me now, bitches?" It's probably what he'd say right now.
And Jay Pearson, time to scrap the contracts of Sanchez and Dyer if we can't sell them. Surely Ange has seen they're useless. I'm hoping he wants more defenders to cover them going. I think the end is nigh. I mean, look, I don't know how long Sanchez has got on his contract, but I know Dyer's only got 1 year, and maybe we just, you know, suck it up for a year, and hopefully we see him as little as possible, and then that'll be it. It'll all be over.
So I'm remembering now. You can only have 25 players over the age of 20 or 21. So like Papa Matesar wouldn't count because I was just counting our roster, and then
Oh, right.
I was like, it shows that we only
God,
have
bloody hell. You're
33.
so thorough here, Jacob.
I'm a guess. I'm not having to talk, so I can like think and look up information and try and be factual. Look at that.
Is that
This is why
you
when
dropping me a hint, are you? So you're saying that when I come onto your channel,
no,
right? Oh, it's all right.
no, that's not what I'm saying. I was just saying that.
I know
I
it's
was just
not
saying
what
that
you're
I'm so.
saying.
The reason
You
why I'm
know,
like being so the reason why I'm being helpful is because I have the ability to be when I'm hosting my own show. It's like I
as
have no.
opposed to as opposed to Mozambique,
It wasn't
where I
about you. I
just come and
promise.
sit on my ass on your channel and do nothing.
That's the point. You're a guest, but as a guest, I want to be on my shit. That's just me. I don't want to come in here and be like, well, I don't know. When I completely have the ability to find out something I don't know. But usually when I'm on my own channel and I'm like, I have no idea. It's like I'm not gonna sit here and Google for 30 seconds, a
Yeah,
minute, what this is. So I was counting the number of players on our roster. There's 33, but Papa Matasar doesn't count. I don't think
right.
Harvey White counts.
Alfie
Jed
Devine.
Spence, I don't think he counts, but he's going anyway. He
Yeah,
might actually count. I think he's 21, so I think you
Alfie
have to be
Devine.
under 21. Alfie Devine doesn't count because he also
Ah,
still plays for our academy.
right.
Ashley Phillips won't count. Alejo Valiz, he won't count either. He's 19. But these are still players we can put on our bench. It's kind of a fun little loophole area. Like if you're willing to do that, is like where you can have more foreign players as long as they're under a certain age.
Maybe maybe just next season we just buy 100 18-year-olds.
And just churn them out every week
Churn them out.
a different 11.
Just off you go, kids.
Have a damn cafeteria full of kids just waiting. Please, sir, can I have some game time?
Oh, dear, oh dear.
That'd be fun.
It's a funny little loophole, that, isn't it? But
Yeah.
our squad is getting young, isn't it? I reckon. Like the average age is plummeting at the moment.
Yeah, let me see what it is right now. Out of 34 players, we have an average age of 25.6. And I think
Ah,
last year it was like 26 or 27 in that
right,
area.
right.
So yeah, we've dropped our average age down by a whole year.
Well,
We just
you
took a
need some.
year off.
You need a couple of experienced 30-year-olds there, though.
We
To
do. We have Hugo. We have Harry Kane. We have Perisic.
we've got
Plenty.
Hugo.
Yeah. We got a lot of. Yeah, Eco Echo was on. Big up Eco Echo was on my channel asking when you're gonna is Paul gonna stream again? I think they're missing your streams, Paul.
I did one this morning, but yeah, not a lot was happening. Ego Echo. Hey, the Blues Brothers. Oh well, which one? Who's going to be Jake and who's going to be Elwood though?
Which one was the one that overdosed?
Jake. I don't know, the fat one.
That'd probably be me. I'm a little overweight, and if I had a bunch of money, I'd probably do a bunch of drugs, and my heart might give out. So I'll take that role.
What else are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, right?
Establish a foundation of what?
Cocaine.
Oh, they're all saying hello to each other. So is there what other spurious rumours are there going? Now, about Perisic and Basuma not playing, you reading anything into that? Or not playing the other night anyway?
So I'm a little torn. I'm a little torn because part of me wants to say that maybe he wasn't fit, or maybe he just wanted to see what 75 minutes of Højbjerg would give you. I guess, I mean, did Højbjerg even get subbed out? I don't think he did. Let me see. No, he played 90 minutes.
Wow.
It was Sarr that got subbed. Madison got subbed. Son got subbed. Kane got subbed. But the back four, full 90. Kulusevski, full 90. So there's a few ways you can look at it. A few ways. Either he's wanting to get a full look, or he's wanting to window shop Højbjerg to maybe other teams. Oh, look, he had some really good passes. Let's not,
Yeah.
as much as we like to, say he's gone unnoticeable. Like, he had some great passes yesterday, or whenever the game was, and I really think that the fact that he played 90 minutes, I'm leaning on the side of it was like a window shopping opportunity. But then I'm also like, maybe Ainge is just actually trying to get a good look at his squad and who can offer what. Because like Ben Davies, he should have been subbed. Surely you got to be looking at something.
For whom?
Joe Roden? Joe Roden wasn't even on the bench. Joe Roden hasn't even been on the bench. That's how sad that is. But like, oh my God. As academy kid, anybody that's not Dyer, Davies, okay? Dyer sat on the bench the whole game. Sergio Reguilon sat on the bench the whole game. I mean, what are we reading into here? Like, I think what he was doing was resting a potential 11 and starting another.
Do you think so? Do you think Perisic is still in with a shout?
Not into this degenerate banter. What does that mean? By Wolf
I don't know, but that's Wolf Mauler, who's a member of the Hotspur hippie commune. So thanks, man. Oh, Ego Echo, best duo on the net out of everything. Wow, that's
ever. Bonnie and Clyde, Shaq and Kobe.
They weren't on the net, man. Pre-net, that's a whole different level of cool, Like, internet cool doesn't compete with proper cool.
Well, you know what? If they didn't know anything, they'd have to go look at a book in some kind of encyclopedia in town center. Hey, I'm sorry. I have multiple ways to find that out in less than a minute. So who's the loser now? Bonnie and Clyde.
Well, so what?
They might have researched how to not get shot by 50,000 bullets at once. I mean, that would have been the first thing I Googled if I was them. That really stumped you, Paul.
I
You're
was
like,
just trying to think, but yeah, but that was in the days. But don't you? You can still do that though, because you can just cross the county line in America, can't you? And
here we go again with the county line.
it's scot free.
Back in their day, they could get away with it. Yes, that is one plus side. Plus, also think about all the like advertisements they didn't have to watch because there wasn't really advertisements like they are now.
Yeah,
The way they are now, you can't look at anything without getting 5 to 10 seconds of an advert. Whereas back then, all they had was like magazines and newspapers, right?
yeah.
Well, there you go.
So who's laughing now then?
Who is laughing now?
Who's laughing now?
Exactly.
So you got all this stuff at your fingertips,
Right there at the tip.
but you haven't had the thrill of just shooting up some motherfuckers in a bank and going on the run, have you?
That's a good point. No, that's a good point. But I feel like I wouldn't want to do that because the poor bank people, they didn't deserve bullets flying their way, but they got them anyway.
Occupational hazard, isn't it? Really?
It is true. I mean,
Hey,
they've story told it in Hollywood for years and years. So like anyone who's,
you
not
know
living in
what?
a hole in the ground knows banks get robbed.
But I miss bank robberies because they're kind of disappearing now. Now it's just just someone doing that, and they get like 500 crypto twats into their account, and
Hmm. Straight from your account into theirs.
yeah. Whereas we're hands up, this is a stick up, no one move.
That sounds more fun for sure. The way
Yeah,
you describe it, it does sound more fun than like I
just
have
loading
99 nanobytes now.
loading bags of cash into the back of a van, doing a van swap. Come on, man. Ugh. This is that now. Oh, thrilling. Oh, yeah, it's exactly the same. Oh, hang on. One more score.
Well,
Done.
just wait till the VR technology gets finalized, because you got Grand Theft Auto. Once you can play Grand Theft Auto in VR, there you go. You can rob all the banks you
VR.
want and get shot and go home and kiss your wife.
So long as you've got to walk around with like something this strapped to your face, it's not going anywhere, man.
Have you seen the smart glasses that they have now? It is like a headset, but it's clear, and whenever you want, you can like turn it on, and it like, but it's like,
Oh,
and
so
it's also
when
meant
you
to be interactive. So like while you're looking through it, you could be like going about your day and looking
right,
through
so
it. It's showing you like the specs of stuff. It's kind of really weird
so
because there's
like
like,
you've had your VR session, right? And then
hmm
you think, oh, this thing's so comfortable. I'm just going to switch the screen off and just go about my business because I really like wearing this thing just
so when,
stapled.
but you can see through it. So you can see through it, and then you can also use it to tell. It'll tell you information about stuff. So you walk around, and it'll be like, this TV is the size 28, right? Or this is TV is the
Why?
size.
Why would you want to see that? What? You can see the size of
Oh,
your
and then you also
TV.
have like your apps and stuff. So it's basically like having your
Oh,
phone on your
this
face.
is a fucking
And so
nightmare. This is Hades.
it'll track your eyes, and it'll see that you're looking at this, and then you like activate the app by looking at it.
Oh,
And it's got like 6 cameras facing in and like 6 cameras facing out.
this is
Yeah.
this is hell you're describing to me. Where I
They're
was thinking
gonna
this the other day, right? If there was no such thing as the internet or music, recorded music or even books, no radio, no nothing. How content would we be just sitting in a box all day, a concrete box? We wouldn't be doing that. We'd be out milling around, being communal. So all of this stuff has just driven us apart. And you're suggesting that we start doing that because we can see how big our fucking TV is. Just, I mean, oh, it's the
No, but you can
final
also like
stage.
access your apps and stuff
Oh
in there.
no,
So
oh,
like it's like
everything's an
they're
app.
smart goggles, man.
They're dumb goggles. Everything smart is dumb. It fucking does
You
my
know they
head in.
have like smart microwaves now, smart
Oh,
refrigerators.
they've tried the smart fridge thing so many times. Like, in
It's
fact, I
back.
remember, I remember when I was studying for my masters and so this would have been 1999, and we had a talk. A guy from LG came in 1999 and said, "We're trying again with the internet fridge, but this time we've got it right." And then here we are, 25 years later, still no internet fridge.
No, they have it now. They have it where it's like the whole front of it is a screen and you have your apps all there. You can connect to your apps. You can look at Instagram while you dig for the eggs. You can never be not connected.
Being told, buy this, buy this.
And that's the thing too, because it can track your eyes. Imagine you
Oh,
try looking
you're
away
looking
from
for
the ad.
eggs.
You're not looking at the ad. We'll pause it for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And then whenever you're ready to resume, you just look at the ad and it'll play for you.
Oh. And you'd be like, I mean, you'd just be ready to whip up a storm, and you're opening the fridge, and then you get like an ad for bowel cancer coming up, and you're thinking, oh, fucking hell.
Maybe I shouldn't eat this junk food.
maybe not so much red meat tonight. I was really looking forward to that damn steak too, but
That's
now
like,
I'm just thinking of
you get an advertisement.
blood,
Did you know
bloody
43% of red meat eaters who eat late at night tend to have heart failure? And you're like, damn, I was about to go eat some of that meat late at night. Damn. Yeah, Echo, you can phone your fridge and see what's inside. There you go.
Basuma had a knock apparently. Wolf Mauler's elf. Oh, I see you, Wolf Mauler. Sorry, I missed you. Milton McGregor. Hey, boys, in all honesty, where do you think we were finishing? Do you reckon we would win a trophy? And if we sell Kane now and we win a trophy without him and Kane, how would he feel? Well, he gives a fuck how he feels if he's not with us and we win a cup. I reckon we're going to win the treble. We're going to win bloody everything this year. What do you reckon, Jacob?
It would be very on brand of us to go win a trophy as soon as he leaves, and then it would, you know what? It puts to bed the whole thing. Maybe he was the reason we could never get over the line.
Millstone.
I would welcome it because you know what? We get a trophy, and that's kind of what I want. But I would like to see him lift up a trophy for us at least once.
Yeah.
And not this Milton Brown type. So I don't know why I said Milton Brown, because Milton's name was up. But
Axides FC. Actually, Apple will probably do some pretty awesome 3D MLS broadcasts for their new.
Put on the headset and you can smell Messi.
I'll tell you what, VR was good for something. If you can just talk for a second, Jacob, I've just got to find it.
Okay, yeah. Exodus FC. Actually, Apple will probably do. You know what? They've been like workshopping this idea. I remember when I worked for the Dallas Cowboys, they were workshopping like how can they use VR and they track the stadium and then have it to where before the game, now if you have cameras on the pitch watching the game, they can tap into those cameras and move throughout the cameras almost like a virtual reality set. It's really, really crazy technology. It's getting to a point where I'm actually feeling overwhelmed, and maybe that's just because I'm getting older. I don't know. There was another thing I was gonna say about those smart goggles that they could do, because there was a reason why I was like, I could see why people would do this, but it's very Black Mirror-y. I don't know if you know that show. It's called Black Mirror. It's basically like a show that plays on the fact of like technology is taking over.
Not like that. Can't afford another mistake like that, David.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, it was quite wide there. Not sure he held a lot of speed out there. Not sure it helped him to go that wide, but he still holds on to the lead for the moment.
This is when I was a sim
now,
racer. Look at
Cloud's
this excitement.
Potentially a bit of a run at him, but he's quickly out of opportunities on this lap.
What's going on?
Turn 3. Look at the attitude on those cars as they slide and use all the grip available to them. Through the banked turn 4 hairpin.
What is this?
Has McLeod got enough of a run?
I can't hear. I just hear this man yelling at me.
Over this hill and back down at the chicane. He's certainly stalking him right in his slipstream. I reckon he's going to get there. Look at that.
Winning a
Pulls to the
championship.
inside.
This is what it is.
With the
This is
extra speed.
VR.
Oh,
I see Paul
Side
Beatty.
by side through the chicane.
Oh, I see your
And
name.
they do. They don't touch. McLeod to the inside for the next corner. Beatty has to yield, but he doesn't. He keeps the car there.
Go, Beatty.
Can he clear him? Because the outside for the next corner is not the
Go,
place you want to
Beatty.
be. He's got an opportunity to squeeze in front of him. Does he do it?
Come on, Beatty.
Just about leaves the door open. How about
Okay, this is
on the
getting
final
intense.
lap?
Come on, Paul.
Still, they haven't touched. Half a lap now, side by side. It is
Oh,
going to come down to the
shit.
final corner. McLeod
Right there
on
on
the
the
inside.
nipple.
Beatty on the outside.
Oh.
Two cars from the front row.
Oh, you let him take the
Final
inside?
corner. Down the hill and back up the hill they go. It is a
Here we
drag
go.
race. Shortest route to the line for Beatty, and Beatty gets it
Wreck him.
by an absolute fraction of a second.
0.019 in the battle between first and
Victory.
Impressive. Very
I used
impressive.
to love the arm racing, but as for just walking around with
Walking
this
around town, analyzing.
an
No?
app and people are going to need an app to have a shit before long. I shit. Have you taken your, and then you'll have to scan it and it'll tell you if you've got any health problems. What do you think of our supposed interest in Brennan Johnson for around £50 million? Asked Jay Pearson.
I think we could sweeten the deal with a little Jed Spence, potentially,
Yes,
if we're trying
man.
to do that. If we're
That'd be
getting rid of
alright,
him, if
Yeah.
he does well in a Forest shirt, apparently, why not?
Yeah. You can phone your fridge, says Echo. Dude, hellscape. It is a hellscape. Echo, Kane will always be a Spurs legend, here or not. Absolutely. Well, he is already. Bundesliga is not going to change it. You're all right, man. Lemmy, another member of the Spurs commune, Hotspur hippie commune. Lemmy, I've just tuned in. What's going on? I don't know, man. Don't know. Wolfballer literally came to Hotspur hippie to avoid this weird bullshit. Don't care. Common you Spurs. Good luck and good night. Weird.
Hope you're okay, man.
Wow. Okay.
We're just having a laugh. Hope you're all right.
Screw for your PR. Yeah, PR poo time. Well, you know what? I've been going about an hour. I think we'll draw the curtains to a close. Thank you for joining me here, Jacob.
Anytime. Glad to bring my professionalism to the show.
Where can people find you, Jacob?
At United Spurs of America on YouTube, at USpursofA on Twitter. And also in the link of the description. The link is in the description of this video, so you can do it
worked
too.
it out. I worked it out. How about that, eh?
What a guy. Actually, it's not tagged in the title because you have to do that on YouTube's back end. But I am in the description. The link is in the description of this video, so it is.
Something else, have you?
What?
So how do you get the link in the description?
So you have the link in the description, but in the title you have to go to in YouTube Studio. You go YouTube Studio, content, live, and then you see your list, like you see it there. You click it on the title. You just type at, and then start typing United Spurs of America, and it'll populate. And then the way you know that it worked is it's blue on the YouTube side. So
hang on. I'm sure I can muster up some brain cells to do that. There we go.
Hey, big up Echo.
Edit title and description. There we go. So if I do this and I type in at, and I do, look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that, man. There we go. That's all done now. So that's where you can find Jacob anyway. America's. I hear it's.
Oh, look, you did it.
Yeah.
There it is. Very easy. In the title, in the description, 2 places. Can't miss it.
I hear it's the United States of America's #1 Tottenham fan channel.
That's what the charges they've pressed against me say.
We know you're in there, Jacob. Every inch of footage, man. If I don't find you,
Let's see the data exchange. Come on now.
exposed.
Expose. Call 20.
Everyone will know.
Call 2020.
All right. Well, on that note, thanks for people in the chat. Thanks for people watching. If you click like and subscribe, all that, that's all cool. Do what you want, man. I'll leave it for now, and I'll just say peace and love, man. And come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you.